Hey guys, this your boy Roots, and I'm doing this deck profile. We got Frank Nicola over here, who just top 16 the Lightning Overdrive tournament over here by PPG. Frank, it's been a while since I last seen you on the channel. How you been, and how was your matchup today?
My matchups were good. I've been testing this deck like ridiculously since you told me about it, and it performed really well. I only lost round 2 and then the final round, and unfortunately I came in 9th place because of it. But I would say that I did not misplay the entire tournament, and if I would have drew a little bit better in the final round, I probably would have been top 8 right now. But I just chose to play Tri-Brigade because of the new Link 2 that allows you to add Revolt. But even before that, this deck was really good. So I will just jump right into it.
All right, awesome.
So we got 3 Ash. That is the best hand trap, period. I know a lot of people say Bell and all that stuff. I don't think any of that is necessary. I just think that being able to stop the pot cards is all you need to do. And then the zoo package is 1 rat, 1 ram, and 1 whiptail. Some people play Thoroughblade. I think that's crap because this can attach from your hand off the Shurag play. Sometimes you can link your whatever and Shurag into Frigit, and then you'll have the Trident, and then you can add Whiptail and then equip it and have another interruption. Rapier is a you put it on the Trident, you add the off Omen Whiptail and you put it on Trident. And then 3 Nervo, that's the best card in the deck, low key. Then 3 Fractail, 3 Kit, and then 2 Curegrass. I was considering playing 2 of this, but and playing a Monster Reborn or something like that. Because sometimes when you do get hand trapped, it is unfortunate, but I just wanted maximum consistency. If you can get to Kit will get to Almirage will get to a Fractail or a Curegrass. Sometimes it's all you need.
What's your spell?
And then for the spells, we got 3 Tenki. Usually just, they always Ash this pretty much. It's just Ash bait, but you always pretty much want to grab Rapier, and I'll do a little combo tutorial on what Rapier gets you at the end. But definitely best spell in the deck. And then 3 Pot of Desires. A lot of people play Pot of Prosperity. I use almost every card in my extra deck every match, so I don't want to think what I might need in this matchup when I don't know what my opponent is playing, versus just getting a +1. 1 Barrage. Also, just a note, don't play this if you play this in Morgue because it'll conflict. 1 Barrage. It's really cool when you will get the second effect off after you do the Rapier play because you can put it back on the Trident, but it's just an extender. And then Call by Grave, Curse Broken, and then 3 Triple Tactics. I was trying to figure out what was the last spell card or what was the last 3 cards to put in my deck, and it kept being either this Forbidden Droplets or playing 2 of this, 2 Droplets, or playing whatever, but this just has too many effects. It can either be Pot of Greed, it can either tell your opponent, or tell you if your opponent has Nibiru or any other hand traps, and then you can take Ancients and Appaloosa off of it, and then if you take an Appaloosa off of this, you will win that game for sure. And then for the traps, best card in the deck. And then 2 Revolt. There's no reason to play 3, and there's no reason to play Trap Trick now that it's searchable. But I also side out 1 a lot because it's searchable. So you only really need the 1 to resolve to win. And then 3 Torrent and 3 Strike. Now sometimes you just want to pass your turn straight up with these if you're going first. That way you can just blow up their field and then OTK them on your turn, depending on what you have. But this exact play, just setting a bunch of Torrents and Solemns, even though I have Fractail and whatnot, and my opponent had a Mechaba, I just decided to set all the Torrents and Solemns, and I won because of it. And then the last hand trap I play, and the last I chose this last night over droplets or anything, because this interacts with your opponent on their turn. So droplets, you have to wait a turn. Some decks they get too far ahead. Even if you stop something crucial, like not being able to like have any beast in the grave, like you banish them all for cost, is really important sometimes. As well as like it was in a called by grave zone once. That was really neat. Extra deck, Almirage. This card is a lot better than Link Kuriboh because it plays around punishment. That's why you want to play Almirage. It's also a starter when you have the Kid and the Nervo. You summon these off of all the Tri-Brigade monsters. This one is a bounce. And keep in mind, it's not just a discard from hand. You can like get a 10 key off your field that's dead. And then a lot of people that don't play this card, you should, because this punishes invoke players really badly when you're putting the Alistairs back from the graveyard in the deck, and it is a quick effect. Also, it's 4,800 with no monsters in grave, so it makes OTKing really easy. Access code in Appaloosa. If you need to buy this card if you're playing this deck. A lot of people try to like find a card to play over Access Code Talker, but like once you trap them to death, and then you just need a few monsters, and then you make this 5,300. It's not hard to do game after that. And then I played against Attic Nister, and they summon a 6,000 monster that's unbeatable. So in order to beat him, I had to summon an Appaloosa and then an access code talker with the Appaloosa. That was the only way. And then we have Rugal. This is really good with Torrent on your opponent's turn. The new one that adds the Revolt, one for Jit. I don't know why people, you literally cannot afford to play two of these with how tight your extra deck is. And then 2 Omen, best card in the deck, or extra deck. And then we have the Zoo package. I thought about honestly cutting these and playing the Beast Link 2 that destroys spell and traps. And then I also thought about trying Harpy's Conductor, because if you play Harpy's Conductor, you can pass your turn with Harpy's Featherstorm in your hand, and that's Azathoth. But this will come up more times than that will. Sideboard is okay. So the only card I regret playing is well, not because it's bad, but I never saw it. Was there can be only one. This ridiculously is just destroys Dragon Link and decks like that focus on this deck can play it, because you have Beast Warriors and Winged Beast. Just make sure you try to leave your Winged Beast option open so you can go into Omen. That's the only thing I suggest. 3 anti-spell over Solemn Judgment. 4K is just too much to be taking. You could just get OTK'd because you had Solemn Judgment. And anti-spell is just better against Shit Off. 3 Phantasme because of Mirrors and Dragon Link. Just wait a little bit on Dragon Link and the Mirror, and you can get a plus. You can draw 2 or 3 cards, or 3 or 4 cards instead of the standard 2. And then I played 3 Lancia. I just think this card is just better than Bell and all the other cards, because realistically, they can only Bell is only good if they have the Revolt, pretty much, because they'll usually have an Appaloosa on the field while it's time to Bell, and so that's why I think that this is just better than Bell. 1 Alpha. I mean, you could play more than this, but I wouldn't recommend over 2. What's really cool about this card is a lot of people don't know, after you special and bounce, you can special it again, and it's just a 3,000 beater. And then 3 Twin. I thought about playing Lightning Storm because the mirrors, and you can just blow up all the field or all the back row at once, but this is actually a pseudo starter because you can ditch Kid or Nerval. And then other than that, I'd like to give a shout out to the man behind the camera, because he gave me the idea to play this, and to bless him, Wilson, we were bouncing back ideas, and I ultimately was gonna play Bird Up, but I changed it last minute to Zoo, and I don't regret it. I think that anyone who hasn't played this deck should definitely give it a try. I think it has potential to be the best deck, depending on how they hit Dragon Link and whatnot. And other than that, I had a great time at this tournament, and I hope to see see more, y'all.
Right then, Frank. Thanks again for doing this deck profile, guys. Shout out to Maria as well. Hope everything goes out well, guys. Until next time. Peace.